everyone. Welcome back to my channel, Diamonds and Washi. My name is Katie, and if you are new here, hello, welcome. I hope you'll consider subscribing. And if you are back, as always, welcome back. Today I am here with the second Summer with the Masters video. Summer with the Masters is a diamond painting event that this is the 4th year for it that I'm hosting with my friend Anthony from Single and Placing. This event is centered around all things old masters artwork, which for our purposes is artwork that's part of the public domain, is from the year 1928 or earlier, and features a lot of artists that you might think of when you think of kind of classic artwork. Van Gogh's Starry Night, the Great Wave that we have here, the Mona Lisa, any number of these artists, whether they're well-known or a little less well-known too. It's an event that we really love getting to highlight this sort of different genre of artwork that doesn't necessarily tend to see as much love and attention in the diamond painting world, though that has been changing and growing in the best way over the past few years. And so as part of this event, my friend Anthony and I are doing videos that are every other week. He put up the first event video 2 weeks ago and gave away some prizes as part of that. This is the second event video, and I'm gonna have some prizes to give away a little bit later in the video, so please stay tuned if that's why you're here. If you're interested in joining in on the event, you can do so at any time. It runs from June 1st through July 31st. I'll give you some information about how to enter for this video's prizes at the end of the video, or towards the end of the video, like I mentioned. If you're interested in entering for any of our grand prizes, which we have several gift cards from various shops and sponsors to give away, be sure that you fill out the entry form that'll be linked in every single one of Anthony's and my event videos. So I was thinking about what I wanted to talk about with you guys for this event video, and what I kept coming back to was that I have been so drawn to smaller old masters pieces. This year in particular, started a little bit last year, but this year I'm finding so much joy in working on smaller kits. So I've talked a lot recently on my channel about burnout, and even did a video recently talking about ways to avoid burnout, because that's the last thing that we want when it comes to crafting. And I have found that old masters artwork can tend to mean diamond paintings that are, 1, very large, and 2, very confetti heavy. And those are 2 things that for me are a shortcut to burnout if I'm not careful. I don't know if you can relate to that, but I thought that this could be something that you might find helpful either way, whether or not you're trying to avoid getting tired of diamond painting, or if you're just looking for a palette cleanser or something to mix it up. Believe me, I love a giant old masters piece with all the confetti that's gonna make it look like just this beautiful work of art that looks just like the original artwork. And goodness knows I have worked on plenty of pieces like that in past years. But like I said, I know I've heard a lot of you even share that you feel a little bit overwhelmed by the prospect of taking on some of these larger pieces. So one of the things that I love about how it feels like there's more awareness and enjoyment of this genre that's been kind of permeating the diamond painting world in the past few years is that I feel like we're seeing companies across the board starting to release some smaller options, some beginner-friendly options, some I need a break from really big kit options, and I am here for it. I have a few that I've completed here that I wanted to share with you just in brief. And I also have one that just came in from one of our sponsors, Diamond Artisan Shop, that I am excited to, I thought we could unbox together today. And I'm really looking forward to looking at this. I saw my friend Elisa over at Mank Arts and Crafts. I'll double check on her channel name. You can find it linked below. She worked on 1 or 2 of these, and I thought it was so much fun. Speaking of, Diamond Artisan is one of the sponsors that you're going to see a giveaway from later in this video too. So stay tuned for that. And a huge thank you, of course, to the sponsors of Drills and Chills and making this event possible as far as the prizes we're able to give away. So I'm going to start with a project that I worked on actually last year for Summer with the Masters. And there's just a few of them here. These are part of the museum edition from Paint Gem. Paint Gem makes these really fun, and I always talk about how they're very beginner friendly diamond painting kits, that they come as these little sets, and this museum edition was one of the very first versions that they ever released, and I think they're really cute and collectible, and the packaging is really fun. But more importantly, let's talk about the actual diamond paintings themselves. they are these miniature versions of all of these different kind of classic diamond paintings, or sorry, classic artworks as miniature diamond paintings. And so you can see there's, you know, this is Van Gogh sunflowers. We have, of course, the quintessential Starry Night. We have Girl with a Pearl Earring. We have a very miniature version of the Great Wave off Kanagawa. And I have the rest of them over here as well. I love these because I feel like you can sit down and do these in about an hour, maybe 2, if you want to just kind of take your time, relax, single place, put on some relaxing music. And these are really frameable and they make for a fun display too. This one, I'm kind of like, okay, this is a really small take on this particular artwork. This is The Kiss by Gustav Klimt. And I'm like, I don't know if I really feel like that one translates as well. This one's like an obvious one that translates, but some of them I feel like work better than others. It is, you know, what it is, but I think that it was just really fun for me to work on last year in the midst of a couple other really big old masters projects that I took on. And I loved it. It was so relaxing to sit down and work on a mini canvas. And then when it was done, I was like, you know, this looks pretty darn cute. It looks like that drill kind of floated. This one too. These have just been sitting stacked in that box since I completed it. But, you know, I have had a pretty good experience with Paint Gem mini sets. I've completed a few at this point. The drills are nice. The canvases are nice. I mean, they're pretty stripped down, like rough cut edges and stuff, but you could trim that, you know, with a more precision cutter and then frame it, and you're not going to even see those edges anyway. So I think that's a really nice option. It's been out there for a little while, which is great. And is, I think, a nice way almost like dip your toes into the genre if you haven't worked on kits that are in this theme, you know, because then you can kind of see like, oh, do I like this? How do I feel about it? So that is one option. A second option, which is a little bit bigger, but isn't, you know, too big by any means. This I just finished a few days ago, and this is Almond Blossoms by Van Gogh. I think it might be a crop of the original artwork. This is actually by Make Market. I don't have the original box for this one, but it came in a really similar box to this, where it comes with the wood hanger frame, it's magnetic included, and the edges are already pre-cut for you. So it's literally, it's ready to go. It's very frameable. And it is the same size as this one. It's 21.5 by 27.9 centimeters, or 8.5 by 11 inches. This is a 24-hour project. It took me, I split it basically into 4 sections, and each section took me like an hour and a half to 2 hours. It was relatively quick. There was a little bit of color blocking in a few areas, but it was pretty confetti heavy. And I have to tell you, I am kind of impressed. Make Market is a brand at Michael's that is easily one of the most budget-friendly options that is out there. If you're buying those pieces, they are either legally licensed in some form, whether it's from like a stock website or an in-house like brand artist, or it's public domain like Old Masters works like this one. And this full price was $14.99 US, and I got it on sale for like 40% off. This was so inexpensive. And it comes ready to hang and everything. I'm not an affiliate for Michael's, like at all. You know, I'm not getting any kind of kickback for saying this. I'm telling you that this is an incredibly budget-friendly brand that I think actually turns out pretty well considering. I completed a kit from this Make Market brand last year called The Dance Class by Degas. And I'll try to remember to link that review below, along with my other kind of Summer with the Masters playlists over the past few years. So you can take a look at some of the other kits I've worked on. And I was happy with it then. And I frankly have a little mini stash of Make Market kits. I have these two, these mini sets that have like the hangers and everything, that I'm planning to work on at least one more during this event because it was just so relaxing. And when you have this piece this artwork tends to be really confetti heavy as a diamond painting, having it in such a small form is so much less overwhelming, and you get the satisfaction of having a completed kit that much faster. And I love that this is display ready. And look, I don't really hang diamond paintings in my home. It doesn't really fit my aesthetic at all. I have to be honest with you, I tend to go for less shiny things, more like natural textures and whatnot, and neutrals. But there's something about this that I'm like, I gotta be honest, I could hang this in my home. I think it would look really, really pretty, and I like the frame and everything on it. this is such a good option, especially if you are on a budget, is looking at the Make Market brand. They do change things out somewhat seasonally. I'm kind of waiting to see, like, they're kind of starting to have a little bit less in store right now. And I'm hoping that means they're just about to like do a restock, maybe like amping up to fall or something like that. So I'm kind of anxiously waiting to see. But when I was in the store just last week, that's when I picked up the other 2 mini kits, and they had more too. So I feel like that is a really solid option for kind of a mini sized kit. Now this one, I know you could argue that it's not really a mini anything, but let me try to make a case for it, okay? Let me explain. So this kit is called the Great Wave off Kanagawa, or Diamond Dots named it a Big Wave off Kanagawa. It's fine, it's the same. It's by the artist Hokusai, and this is what's called a partial diamond painting. So all this background back here does not have diamonds on it. The only diamonds are down here at the bottom. Now, this is not nearly as small as the other ones that I have showed you, of course. I'm gonna fully own and acknowledge that, but hear me out. So I kind of raced myself and challenged myself, and I completed this kit in just about 24 hours when I was at a diamond painting retreat a couple weeks ago. So my placement leaves a little something to be desired. You could see a little bit of, this is the last section I did. I feel like my placement is so sloppy right there. So that being said, I certainly wouldn't say that like everyone should be able to complete this in 24 hours, because that's not accurate, and you shouldn't rush diamond paintings. If you don't want to. But this is still on what I would consider the smaller side for an old masters piece. This one is 60 by 41 centimeters. That's the whole design, including the background that has no diamonds on it. For an old masters, 40 by 61 centimeters is pretty good in my opinion. Like, there's not a whole lot of other pieces that you're gonna get at that smaller size. And I feel like having this be just a little bit bigger than, for example, the paint gem version, which how fun is this? Like, here's the paint gem, like tiny itty bitty version of this. And there's like the much, much, much larger version of it. Like, just going this much larger, like the detail in this looks incredible to me. I think this looks so, 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 so good. So I feel like if you're wanting a piece that is still potentially on the smaller side, it's going to vary depending on the person, what you consider to be a small diamond painting versus a large one. And you're wanting something that's maybe a little bit in between, like the tiny little paint gem sets, but not like a 70 by 90, like giant confetti heavy monster of a kit. I don't want to say monster, but you know what I mean? Like, just, it's a big one. This could be a really nice option, and I would consider this to be on the smaller side for an old masters diamond painting. And so I wanted to mention this one as well. There are 2 versions of this artwork as diamond paintings on the Diamond Dots website. There's this one, which is technically a part of their Diamond Dots at Home line. It has round shaped diamonds. There is also a version, however, on their website that is a full drill and covers the whole drill field and has square shaped diamonds. So I've not completed that one, but I just wanted to make sure that you were aware. I do believe that, at least as of the time of this filming, they have 2 different versions on their website. So be sure you're taking a look and seeing which one you want to get. The square one, I would not probably consider as, you know, mini in spirit as this one. But I think it's around the same size point, even though it's a full drill and not a partial. So still, you know, probably not too bad. So those are the ones that I have completed. And then I showed you the ones from Make Market that I have not completed yet, but that are on my radar to potentially work on this summer. And then I'm really looking forward to getting into this one from Diamond Artisan with you. Diamond Artisan, I've completed 1 kit from them, had a really wonderful experience. It was a pretty computer charted kit, and they are since really transitioning over to a lot of hand charting at the moment. And I have had a fantastic experience with their customer service. Nothing has been sent to me. I bought the kits that I have from them. And it's a small shop I feel really good about supporting. So when I saw they had these little mini kits or little mini old masters, I was really intrigued, especially when I saw my friend Elisa work on these. So we're gonna open this up. I am blanking on the name of this one off the top of my head, and I'm hoping that there is going to be a label on the inside that tells me what the name of it is, but I'm pretty sure that this right here, this 2020, means that this is a 20 by 20 centimeter kit. So we'll see. They have a really nice variety of licensed artwork. They have a number of different old masters as well as some like non-old masters kits too. So take a look and see if something is your fan, if something catches your eye and is your style. They have a lot of kind of stuff with lo-fi vibes, which is fun. I am just struggling. I didn't bring over like my sharp blade or tweezers, and I've got these fake nails on. Hold on a second. There we go. Okay. Look at that little itty bitty kitten there. Okay. It's a little stuck. Okay. I will say, I am a little bit nervous about what looks like a lot of color blocked, like white background. That will tend to show a lot of, you know, if you don't have perfect placement, a big color blocked light background is going to show that really clearly. But here is this itty bitty little canvas. Okay, so here we go. This is actually, of course, this is Hokusai as well. I knew that. Okay, so this is a person in a small boat on a river with Mount Fuji in the background, 1830. I would guess that this is part of a series that Hokusai did that included, I believe, a total of 36 works that were different views. I think it was, what was the name of it? Views of Mount Fuji. And the Great Wave is as well. This is Mount Fuji in the background. And there's lots of different ways that they did it with that this artist did this with various perspectives, where sometimes Mount Fuji is really prominent and sometimes it's very subtle in a smaller part of the artwork. But look at how little and adorable this is. 20 by 20 centimeters. It has a total of just 9 colors. I like this canvas material. It's kind of got like the feltish backing. There's their branding. There's that thumbnail. Here are the symbols. I feel like I sort of recognize this manufacturer as well. There's a number of small shops that I think use this manufacturer, and I tend to have a pretty good experience with them overall. So I'm optimistic about that. We have our toolkit. There's a bunch of baggies. I'm not going to need this many baggies by any stretch, but it's nice that they're included. And I wonder if these are just kind of standard no matter the size of the kit. So that might be more useful in a larger kit from the shop. Looks like we have a pen, a pair of tweezers, a little cover minder. Let's see what the cover minder is. Let me just go ahead and pull this out real quick. Okay. So we've got a pen that comes with 2 squishies on it and a multi-placer in the pen and outside of it. Oh, it's a cute little mushroom cover minder. Use that to hold back the plastic. We have some tweezers, and then we have some wax and a caddy. And then I think that this is a brush to like help brush the drills out of the tray if you need to. That's cute. So, I mean, that's a good toolkit. That's a solid toolkit. No complaints about that at all. And then there's also included a sheet of release paper. And there is a sticker, there's a couple of sheets of release paper. And this is a sticker sheet. Here's the original artwork. And then here are these labeled stickers. You can see the quantity, that's the number of that color there are on the canvas. So that white background color, over 5,000. The rest like barely triple digits. So yeah, whites and blues in this one, you guys. So you can use these labels if, you know, you take these into storage containers or baggies. Speaking of which, these are the diamonds. It looks like they just come in these heat sealed bags with kind of various sizes. Again, I've worked on kits from this manufacturer before, or at least whoever's making these drills, because I recognize these packets. And they tend to be pretty good quality, though every once in a while, there's all your blues, by the way. Every once in a while, I will sometimes have trouble with the light drills. But these those look really good, actually. Like this is, I need this color to be really good because I want to be able to multi-place these. But no, actually the quality looks good. I see a little bit of trash. Like there's one that's kind of got like a scooped out bottom, but that's just kind of, that happens with some drills. But no, these look good, you guys. 712, that's our background color that we have a bunch of. Kind of this ivory. So I do want to work on this because I think that this would be another kit that would I'd probably work on for 24 hours, maybe over the course of a couple of days. I have little ones. It's summer break. I'm doing the best I can as far as when I can diamond paint. But again, like my immediate reaction when I opened this up and looked at this canvas was just like a sigh of relief. Like, oh, this just feels very manageable. This is not going to feel stressful in any way, shape, or form to work on this. And I do have at least one really confetti heavy and larger piece that is going to be in soon that I'm planning to work on during July. And so having something like this to sort of work on that's part of the event, but isn't something that is huge and I'm just feel like it's going to take me a long time to do, this is going to be such a wonderful break from that larger kit when I need it, you know? I try to really listen to what feels like my brain is telling me for what I'm wanting to work on and what it's wanting to work on. I tend to really think about what do I feel like I'm actively avoiding trying to work on, and like go ahead and don't force it. Like, let's work on something else. But then, you know, it's like, oh, I go back and forth, you know? So that is a person in a small boat on a river with Mount Fuji in the background. Say that 10 times fast. And that's from Diamond Artisan. So I'm not sure if it's still in stock. They have a couple of different mini size kits like this. I highly recommend checking them out, and be sure though that you're taking a look at what their turnaround times are, because a lot of these small shops will make kits to order, and so it'll have at least a few weeks lead time. It just depends. Most of these small shops, including Diamond Artisan, are pretty transparent about telling you what to expect when it comes to the turnaround times and how long it's probably going to be before you get your kit. And I try to be really understanding towards these small shop owners who often, it is literally just this one person that is trying to run this shop out of their house and provide the best experience that they possibly can, but certainly can't run things like some of these bigger companies can. So that being said, it's about time for me to share some information about this week's giveaways for you guys. So I say this week's, but I don't want to be confusing. I don't want to confuse you. We're not doing videos every single week. It's every 2 weeks. So like I said, this is only the second video of Summer with the Masters. Anthony did the first video 2 weeks ago, and he will have the next video 2 weeks from now. As far as giveaways go, I'm going to first tell you what I'm going to be giving away, and then I'm going to be telling you how to enter. So I ask that you listen in for both. Hopefully I'll answer any questions you will have. So first, the prizes I have to give away, I have 2 gift cards to give away. The first is from Diamond Artisan Shop. They have donated a couple of gift cards for us to give away this event, and I'm giving away one of those today. It is for $50 to Diamond Artisan Shop, and a huge, huge thank you to the owner for so generously donating that gift card for me to give away today. I have a second gift card to give away that's from Diamond Art Club. They do have some old Masters kits as well, but I don't think they really have any that are what I would consider miniature like these, or on the smaller side anyway. But Diamond Art Club donated a $25 gift card for me to give away today. So I have those 2 gift cards to give away today. And as far as how to enter, first, please make sure that you have filled out the event entry form, which will be linked below in the description box. Now, if you have already filled out this form at some point in the event, whether it was at the very beginning when we did the kickoff videos, or if you filled it out for Anthony's video 2 weeks ago, you do not have to fill it out again. It's not a big deal if you do. It's, you know, I'm gonna be drawing from the comments, not just the form. But the form gives us your contact info and gives us some really helpful information to make sure that we're giving the prize to the right person. That form, like I said, though, is the same across the board. So if you filled it out once, you're good to go. The second step to enter for this week's giveaways is to leave a comment on this video letting me know which of these is your favorite, or if you have worked on a smaller size kit from any other shop. And feel free to share about what that shop is in the comments below, so that I, along with anyone else that might be reading the comments, might find out about some other shops that offer these smaller size kits. Of course, it's going to be relative if you feel like that kit is you know, a larger undertaking or is on the smaller side and something that's easier and quicker to work up. But anything that you want to suggest is completely fine. So either, yeah, share a suggestion for something you found that you really like from another shop, or let me know what your favorites are from what I have shown today. So please don't include the word giveaway or prize in your comment, as that gets automatically filtered out for, you know, spam bots and stuff. Yeah, follow those instructions. I will announce the winners for these 2 prizes in my next event video, which I feel bad to say it, it's going to be about a month from now. My next event video is going to go up on July 21st. So you'll see another event video from Anthony in 2 weeks. And then 2 weeks after that is when my next event video will go up. So I'll be announcing the winners in that video. I'm going to give you, though, until, Let me give you until Anthony's next event video though to fill out the giveaway form. That's going to be on July 7th. So please have entered for this giveaway by July 7th at 11:59 p.m. Pacific time. I'd appreciate it. So you guys, thanks so much for watching. If you want to catch up on our Summer with a Masters videos so far this year, or look at past year's playlists where we've had a lot of fun content and done a lot of kind of like how-tos and deep dives on various artists. Like 2 weeks ago, Anthony's video was on the life of Alphonse Mucha. It was really, really enjoyable. I loved listening to that. I'll have a lot of links for you down in the description box of this video. Please take a look there if you're interested to see more, especially with a little bit of a lead time here before the next video for the event. So thank you for watching, and thank you to everyone that's joining in on this event. I have been really thoroughly enjoying seeing your progress on your projects. If you want to participate in a social media aspect, it is not required. But if you want to, we're using the hashtag Summer with the Masters 2024 over on Instagram, or you're welcome to join in on the Diamonds and Emeralds Facebook group, where I've seen it's about daily pictures where someone is sharing a project that they're working on for the event, which I love. Or if you have Discord and you enjoy Discord, my friend Sophie from the Diamond Help Desk has a very, very sweet and supportive Discord community and has created a specific channel on her Discord server for Summer with the Masters that you're welcome to join in on. It's I'll have that linked below. If that link isn't working because Discord invite links like to expire, let me know and I will be sure to post an updated one. So anyway, you guys, please subscribe to my channel and to Anthony's if you want to make sure you're staying up to date with our Summer with the Masters videos the rest of the next month and a bit, and keep sharing your pictures with us. So thanks again for watching. I hope you have a day and a week that's as amazing as you are, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye.